So on this video, we'll be covering what are mutual funds. So we simplified this definition, but what is a mutual fund? Well, it's a type of investment that is professionally managed and traded. But the thing about this is that there are a lot of definitions of a mutual fund, and you can read 1,000 of them, but it's really better to look at an example of how this works because it's just really not a hard topic, but it's complicated in words. So we're going to give an example of how it works. Let's say that you're John. You decide that you want to invest in a mutual fund. So you give $1,000 to a mutual fund manager. There's a lot of mutual fund managers. There's banks, there's companies that do it, and there's just people that'll do it. So mutual fund manager is going to take this money, but not just your $1,000. He's going to take $1,000 from Janet. He's going to take $1,000 from Phil, and he's going to take $1,000 from Carol. That's $4,000. And he's going to use that money to invest in a lot of different stocks. He's going to make a portfolio, which is just kind of an array of stocks and investments. So mutual funds are said to be low-risk investments, and the reason this is a low-risk investment is quite simple. So the mutual fund manager, let's say they invest some money into a investment and they lose $100 just from the $4,000 from the four people. $100 is lost, but it doesn't mean each person is going to lose $100. It just means that every person is going to lose a fourth of that. So 100 divided by 4 is 25. So John loses 25, Janet loses 25, Phil and Carol all lose 25. They're not losing 100. Say if you were investing on your own and you lost $100, well, you lost $100, 100% of that money is gone. And usually mutual funds are done on a large scale, not just $1,000. Most of the time it's a minimum of $5,000 to $10,000. And usually it's more than 4 people. It's maybe 100 or maybe 1,000. And it's a lot less of risk. Now, mutual funds are supposed to have about a 10 to 12% rate of increase in year. So yes, you guessed it. This can be a lot of money over a long term, but not as much over short term. Most of the time, short term people like to invest in stocks on their own, and this can be nice, but if you're really looking for something that's steady, mutual funds can be really great for you.